problem ta hina mi sika na ti problem ta hina hi twana na maphorisa hi ta lunghisa hi ku hands up Limpopo, hands up, hands up Limpopo, hands up, hands up Limpopo, hands up. Long live Limpopo, long live Limpopo.
No to march and march, says the Premier of Limpopo, Pope Ramachupa, addressing the masses in Limpopo. You know, guys, people were very upset about this Premier of Limpopo for saying no to march and march. They are dealing with this problem of immigration as a government. If the issue is illegality and constitutionalism, then they are attending to the problem. You guys have brought this thing to the attention of the government. So as a government, they are dealing with it. You know, in the past, she raised this thing when it was unfashionable to do so. But obviously, I don't agree with the way she was doing it. Going to hospitals, harassing and humiliating some patients, you know, asking them why are they in hospitals. You know, it was so insensitive, it was dehumanizing. I didn't agree with her in the past, but right now I agree with her. If the motive is constitutionalism and legality, then as a government, they have a responsibility to deal with this thing of immigration, guys. So I agree with her 100%. She's right. She's not being a hypocrite. You know, when you say she raised this thing in the past, but now she's changing because this thing is raised by march and march. No, she's in charge. She's a premier of that province. So now, by working with the police, the general there, the provincial commissioner of police in that province, this is what she must do, man. It's her job as a premier. Not this thing of complaining, joining this bandwagon like other premiers in other provinces. I think this premier man is doing the right job. You know, you cannot say you are a premier. You have a capacity. You are responsible to deal with this thing of immigration, but you join this bandwagon. No, she's right. She must do her job, because you guys, if you keep marching, the response is the same. Like, as a government, they are dealing with the problem. So I don't think she is a hypocrite, man. She is in government, so she must deal with this problem. And I like it when she says no to vigilantism. This is what I've been saying. You don't have an authority to take law into your own hands. As a government, they are dealing with this thing in Limpopo. So you guys of March and March, Pope Ramachupa says no, don't go there. They are dealing with the problem.
The president of this country heard your plea. That is why, for the first time, we have an interministerial committee that has got all relevant ministers sitting day and night trying to resolve this problem. So I'm saying this is an opportunity of saying, as South Africans, let's work together. Because if we don't work under the law enforcement agency, the challenges are things are going to be done in a wrong way, not in a right way. You don't have a right to go and be breaking in, searching and doing that. The police have got the responsibility. In the past, you will say all those because you have felt that government does not care. Now, the president has pronounced on this matter. As provinces, we've been given mandates to work with our provincial commissioners, to work with our prof joints to deal with this crisis. And we're dealing with the crisis. So I don't know what people want from us. That's why I begin to wonder the motive. If the motive is to deal with illegal immigration, we're dealing with it. And we're saying let's deal it within the law. But if the motive is not illegal immigration, then you will see that people still have got issues. We're not saying don't march. March peacefully. We will come there and receive the memorandum. And our response to your memorandum will be, we are dealing with the matter. In Limpopo, at least I know, we are fixing the province. We are fixing these challenges. We are fixing our problems. That I will still repeat and I will still tell you. But I will not agree when you start to look at Rutendo Bobodi, because he can't describe this part of the body in a certain language and his color, tone of his color complexion does not reflect of the premier, then it means he's not a South African. That we will not agree. That we are going to condemn. But we must also agree to be told the truth. Let's not be selective. When we condemn you for wrongdoings, retract, correct your ways, and deal with the issues. Let's work together and deal with this crisis.
Work, because they are part of government, they are in government, they are governing, these guys are in charge. So this premier, she's right, she must work. They must do their job, government must do their job, man. All these NC people must do their job. We don't want them to say, no, we support what, no. Or this thing of complaining, no, there are a lot of immigrants, no, they must do their job. We want to see them working jointly with the police, working jointly with border management, all these officers at the Home Affairs. We want you to see these NC people working with all officers, man. You know, we like it when we see them working with the police. Not this thing of complaining, no. Unlike these things about Panyaza, saying, no, we support too much. No. Don't support anything. Do your job as a government. You know, I agree with this woman. She's right, man. They must work. And also this woman, I think she's being smart as a politician. She understands that there's politics in this, man. You know, because she's NC. And we all know, guys, that Marsh is aligned with MKP. MKP is going to dominate all these provinces if they are not smart as politicians. So this woman is being smart. She can see danger. You know, already KZN, MKP, no one is going to take that province, man. You know, so since these guys, they've aligned themselves with Marsh, they will take over most of these provinces. So by allowing Marsh in Limpopo, knowing very well that these guys in the past, they got 74%. People of Limpopo voted for ANC. ANC won with 74% in Limpopo. You know, so if they allow these people to go there, MKP, people will vote for MKP. Because already Marsh is allied with MKP. You can deny this party is a fact, guys. You know, some people, when they hear Jacinta Zuma, they also confuse this Marsh with with the Zuma, Jacob Zuma. They think maybe she's related to Zuma. You know, so this woman is being smart. She understands that this thing is politics, man. The politics is involved in this. You know, so that's why she says, hands off. I will fix my Limpopo as a premier. You know, she's being smart, man.